Yeah, no, for sure. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Yeah, sounds good. That's right, everyone. Welcome back to another unboxing video brought to you by our unofficial sponsor, Dunkaroos. Because it's like I always say, even if you can't dunk a ball, at least you can dunk a roo. Now today is a big eBay mail day, so I had to swap setups here because you can see that I have this big box to go through, as well as a couple of little ones up on top. And I'm just gonna give you a little look into the big box here. You can see that this big box is packed to the brim with stuff. So I don't want to waste too much time with an intro here, so let's just jump into those first two packages that weren't part of this box, and then we'll start digging into the big box. All right, first package. And you can see this one says TP on it here, so I'm pretty sure I know what's inside, and I'm not gonna need my box cutter because thankfully it's already halfway open. So all I need to do on this one is take it out. A factory sealed Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD on Wii U. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, I do say that if I'm going to buy modern stuff, I do just buy the big name brand titles. I don't buy the niche Wii U stuff or the niche Switch stuff. So I'm really happy to add Twilight Princess HD to the collection. I still actually do need to play this game. At least now I own a sealed one, right? I think that's what counts in the end. And next package, it's also just inside of a little bubble mailer here. Just gotta make sure I do a nice and shallow cut because I don't want to screw anything up. Nope, not deep enough. I have my finger there acting as a guard, so I won't cut the games, I'll cut myself instead. The games are worth more than I am. There you go, first little teaser. All right, first up, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, the Xbox 360 title, which I actually, again, never played this game. All I remember is that people were very disappointed by it when it came out because it wasn't a classic Banjo-Kazooie type game, but it's still really cool to own. I love the Banjo-Kazooie franchise and the characters, so I'm happy to add it to the collection. Next game, some of you might be familiar with this game, and some of you might have no clue why I bought this. This is the original Skate game on Xbox 360. When I was growing up and I got into high school, Skate was the biggest skateboarding game that existed. There was no more Tony Hawk. This was what everyone played. This was the best skating simulator out for years. If you happen to miss out on this entire franchise and you do like skateboarding simulation games, give Skate a try. It's really cool. And last game in this little bubble mailer bundle is Painkiller Hell Wars. And this is a really random purchase. I actually don't know much about this game at all. It's published by Dreamcatcher, which if you're familiar with them, they actually do make quite a few uncommon games. So I thought for $18 US, I'll just pick up a factory sealed one. If nothing ever happens with it or nothing ever comes with it, oh well. Let me just clean up a little bit and we'll grab the first thing out of the big box. All right, got a couple things out of the big box. We'll just start with this one on top here that's already basically open. Okay, this is really cool. I was able to get a factory sealed Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 for $30 US. This was a newly listed auction on eBay, but it was one of those auctions that also allowed for the best offer option. So I just sent in an offer of $30, not expecting anything, right? And they accepted. Not the one I played a lot growing up. I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 way more, but I'm always happy to add a game from Tony Hawk's franchise. Absolutely love it. Let me just discard this stuff, and let's grab the small USPS box. And we'll see what the heck is hiding in here. And for those who don't know why this has so much in it, this is from my US shipping location. So I send a whole bunch of stuff to him, and then in about every 2 months or so, he sends it all to me. So that's why there's so much in this unboxing as opposed to my regular ones. All right, we got boxes and boxes. That's always a good sign. And there also is going to be some PSA cards in here, so you can look forward to that as well if you're into that kind of thing. Money shot. No, we got more packaging. Toss that aside. Let's see what's in here. More packaging. Okay, I don't want to slice this with the box cutter because there's probably PSA cards in here, and I would really hate to ruin them again. And look, just as I expected, we got some PSA cards. Pokemon first, Yu-Gi-Oh at the end. First up, we have Ursaring, PSA 9 Neo Genesis First Edition. And this is the first appearance of Ursaring in the trading card game, so I'm really happy to add these. I am chasing after all of those holos and even base cards as well. Next up, we have Electrode Jungle Holo. Now, Electrode obviously isn't a first appearance, but this is a Jungle First Edition holo, and I'm chasing after the entire Jungle set. Next up, we have Vileplume, another First Edition PSA 9 holo from the Jungle series. I actually don't have a lot of the Jungle holos yet, so adding Electrode and Vileplume, despite them not being the most name brand ones, still helps me get the collection done. And last up, we saved the Yu-Gi-Oh card. We have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, First Edition PSA 8. And PSA 8 in this is really good, actually, because getting the 10 in Ghost Rares is extremely difficult. If you've never seen a Ghost Rare before, you can see there that when you have the light shined on the card, it's kind of invisible. So then when the holo foil hits it, you can actually see the design of the card in there. Super, super cool design of rarity from Yu-Gi-Oh! Continuing in the box, we're shifting right back over to games here. Looks like this is a Nintendo DS title, actually, which I own maybe 3 DS games total. But this one was special. 999 on Nintendo DS. If you haven't played the 999 series, they're this amazing visual novel type of game that focuses on one-room puzzles, riddles, and mystery. It's kind of hard to explain without going into a massive detail, but if you're a fan of visual novels, I definitely recommend you check out 999. And something that I actually didn't know is that there's alternate artwork for this game. So I can't remember if this is the original print or the re-release, but there are 2 different variants for this game, so that's something extra fun to hunt for. Next package here, looks like we're going back into PSA cards quick. We'll see what we got in here. We have a really low-key Yu-Gi-Oh card here. This is the Dark Room of Nightmare. I'm pretty sure this cost me about $20 US. It's only a super rare, it's a first edition, it's only an 8, but for 20 bucks, I can't say no. And last package out of the USPS box we just had here. And it looks like this one's returning back to games. Let's see what we got in this one. Oh no, it's not games. Okay, this is really cool. You guys will like this. Pokemon Forever VHS screening copy. You can see there on the top, it says demo tape. Box art may vary. So you'll notice that this does look different from the final release. And on the back here, you can see that it talks about how good the movie is and the whole franchise. Because these were sent to stores in order to see if they wanted to bring in stock of the movie and then rent out that movie. So it's kind of like a not for resale game cartridge. It's kind of the same idea of that. That does it for this box. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another. All right, not a box actually. We just have another bubble mailer here. So let's go ahead and see what's in this one. It feels like a game. I don't believe it's cards in here. Oh, maybe there's cards in here. Because when we pull this out, look at that. More packaging. So this might be a DVD style game? Not sure what's in here, to be honest. And that's genuine. When I wait 2 months to receive my packages, I genuinely forget what I ordered. Oh! Metal Gear Solid 3 Black Label version. Now, if you guys saw one of my other unboxing videos, I actually bought Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence Limited Edition. This here is just the regular edition, but I wanted both of them for the collection. Big Metal Gear Solid fan, love Snake Eater, love to have it. And it honestly wasn't that expensive. I think, again, I only paid 70 or 80 US for this, which for such an iconic game, honestly doesn't seem like a bad price at all. And then we actually have this here, which I'm not sure what's in this either. This might be a magazine or something that I purchased. I don't know. Again, I am not gonna box cutter this because I genuinely don't know how easy this is to damage. It actually looks like I'm opening it from the bottom too. I should have started on the other side. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. So I am actually gonna swap to the other side because it looks like there's a line for me to cut here. So we'll go ahead and do that, and that should make life a lot easier. Okay, you guys will appreciate this for sure. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1970 glory. I also do collect vintage bodybuilding Arnold covers. So rather niche, no one really does this, but I think these are super cool to have, and yeah, there's vintage Arnold for you guys. Just gotta clean up this stuff, and I'll grab some more boxes. Another USPS box. No clue what's inside. Here we go, here we go. Okay, this one looks like it has a mishmash of stuff. So we'll start with this one right here since it's already almost seeable. There we go, just a complete in box Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Game Gear. What makes this cool is right here, down here, you can see it says Hayward. That means that this is a first print Sonic 2 on Game Gear. Ooh. So I've been buying these up for about $15, $20 every time I see them because I believe they're undervalued. Will it turn out to be something that goes up in the future? I honestly don't know. But for $20, I'm willing to take that risk. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Look at this brick. So we got some factory sealed DVD style games here. Let's see what we got. And I'm just gonna put this face down here, and we're gonna start at the top and just work our way down. First up, we have Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga, #1 on PS2. And I picked these up because these are actually the promo version. You can see here it is punched, which means that it should be part of the first release of the games. You can see at the top it also has a security strip. But this game was heavily reprinted late in the PlayStation 2 life. So to grab the promo punch one, which a lot of people don't like that, I honestly don't mind it. I'm at least guaranteed to get one from the first print of the game. And now I already know what this next one is, which is Digital Devil Saga 2, which you can see on the back again, it is promo punched. And these promo punches here mean that it was sent for review or promotion, something like that. It was not supposed to end up on a retail shelf, and that's why they put that hole punch through the UPC code. So again, a game that is very available, but I don't know how to differentiate between first prints and later prints, if there even is a way to do it. So again, by grabbing the promo punch copy, I can be pretty certain that this would be from the first print of the game, and this was sent out for promo or review, and just ended up staying sealed. Next up, we have Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Now, if you guys saw my last one, I was buying up the Lord of the Rings games because I think they are amazing. If you haven't played any of the Lord of the Rings games on PlayStation 2, they're actually super fun. This was the first one too that was 2-player, so I remember renting this many times with both my family and friends and having an absolute blast with it. With this game, I complete the Lord of the Rings trilogy on PS2. At some point, I will get them graded and I will probably display them. Awesome games. Next up, we have Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance. Now this is actually neat because it is a unique cover for Metal Gear Solid 2 on the Xbox. If you pause and read this blurb up here, you can see that it refers to it as this expanded edition of the game. I guess it's supposed to be kind of a definitive release of Metal Gear Solid 2. But on the Xbox, it's actually really easy to find still and not that expensive. So I just grabbed a few copies here, you're going to see in a second, and I'm just going to sit on them for a while. Again, I need one for the personal collection, so one of these will stay in the personal. But again, at $20 a game, I'm just willing to take that upside potential because the downside risk basically doesn't exist. So I'm guessing these next ones are also Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 2. So you can see, I bought 4 copies of Metal Gear Solid 2. I think it cost me about $85 US to get 4 copies of this game. And I'm pretty sure I actually bought them from Deal Tavern, if you're familiar with them on eBay. Just a really easy game to get factory sealed still, and I'm just going to sit on these for a while. And also, when I buy 4 of them, it guarantees that the one I do send in for grading will likely be mint condition. So that's another thing to consider. Let me just clean up again, and I'll grab another box. This time we have a bigger USPS box, which means more goodies inside. And this will actually be the last big unboxing that we do for a while. I'm actually entering into more of a sell mode lately because I need to recoup some money after I spend it all, right? It kind of comes and goes in waves for me. I spend a whole bunch of time buying stuff and accumulating, and then I have to spend a whole bunch of time selling stuff and getting some of the money back. So this box looks like it's going to be very heavy in PSA Pokemon cards. These are little ration packets here of PSA cards inside. One more. But then at the bottom of the box, we actually have 2 little USPS boxes. So those might have some games inside. I actually can't get them out though. There we go. All right, we're going to start with the USPS boxes because they're probably games. Hit the tape right there. Let's see what we got. Definitely a video game, and actually the first vintage item in this one. Ooh, and it's a doozy. This is a big one. So we have Legend of Zelda here, complete in box on NES. But what makes this special is that this is actually a first print of the game. You can see in the corner here, it's blank. There are no words in the corner. And then right beside the word system, there's a little TM logo there. So that's what signifies that this is the first print of the game. It's called Non-Rev A TM box. On the back, you can see it looks identical to any other Zelda game, and even on the front, it looks identical. If you didn't know the variation, you just skip over it. But getting these first print boxes in really nice shape, which this one does actually look to be super nice overall, is really difficult. When you're looking to speculate or invest in games, it's always good to come up with a narrative or a reason that there will always be sustained demand for the item. So when we talk about The Legend of Zelda, it's one of the biggest franchises, one of the most recognizable Nintendo characters, and then we're going into the first Zelda game released in the series, and then we're going for the first print of the first Zelda game. There's a lot going for this specific title. But when you're looking to invest or speculate in something, it's always good to just consider the little story that might go with it. And this wasn't cheap. I think I paid $300 or $400 US for it, but it's a deal given the condition of the box. I've talked about condition rarity before. I've talked about conditional premiums. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to watch one of my other videos where I talk about it in depth. And the second USPS box here, which now I hope there's more vintage inside. Brown paper, good sign. What do we got? Oh, it's small though. Is it PSA cards maybe? So that means we probably are entering into a PSA block here, but it's all vintage Pokemon, so it's all super enjoyable. So let me just go ahead and run the box cutter down this package. Almost inside here. I lied to you already. It looks like we're going to start off with some Yu-Gi-Oh! First up, we have Swords of Revealing Light, first edition PSA 8 from Legend of Blue Eyes. Now this is a vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, seen in the show so many times, used by Yugi. It doesn't get much better than this as far as I am concerned. Now I can't afford many PSA 10s when it gets to vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm very happy to just grab an 8. Next up we have Celtic Guardian, PSA 8, first edition Legend of Blue Eyes. Again, a super rare from it, same rarity as the Swords of Revealing Light was. It's a little bit harder for me to show it off on this card. There we go. Just super nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh cards right here. This is the pinnacle. Except if you were to actually pull Celtic Guardian out of a pack when you were younger, that would be pretty underwhelming in every way. And last card here, we have Laser Cannon Armor, first edition PSA 9. And this is just a common from the Legend of Blue Eyes set. Like I said, I'm trying to collect the whole set, so gotta buy cards like Laser Cannon Armor. Now these are gonna be vintage Pokemon, I promise. Just about inside here. Oh yeah, this is all Pokemon. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and open these 4 packages I had here, and then we'll show off the Pokemon cards. So I am going after a PSA 8-ish first edition base set in Pokemon. And these cards, when I bought them, like all of this would probably average out to about 50 US a card, maybe 45 US a card, which when I bought them a couple of months ago was pretty good deal. And it has become a worse deal with every month that has passed. And now at this point, I actually overpaid for some of these cards. The Pokemon market has slid very quickly. I'm not looking to sell them anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but it's kind of funny to consider. Anyways, first up, we have Pidgeotto, and this is actually one of the rare cards in the pack. So if you don't get a holo card, you have a chance of pulling Pidgeotto, which I mean, would be pretty underwhelming, all things considered, but at least it's not an option card. Next up, we have Growlithe, an uncommon card from the pack. Kadabra, another uncommon card from the pack. Poliwag, just a common card. Dugong, actually a low-key favorite of mine, an uncommon card in the set. Starmie, which is actually surprisingly a common card in the set. It's not often that they make the evolved forms common, but Starmie gets no love, I guess. Remember when we were talking about Pidgeotto? Dugtrio is arguably a worse rare card that you could pull than Pidgeotto. I am personally more a fan of Pidgeotto than I am Dugtrio, but again, at least it would be a monster card. And last we have Weedle, another common card in the set. Now moving out of monster cards, we are going to move into trainers. So here's Pokemon Trainer. And again, this is the same rarity as Pidgeotto, Dugtrio, and all of the holos. So your pack could include Pokemon Trainer inside. Defender, an uncommon trainer card. Scoop Up, again, this is a rare card in the base set. Energy Retrieval, uncommon card. Gust of Wind, an absolute classic common card that I'm sure all of you remember having. Item Finder, again, a rare trainer card. There's actually quite a few rare trainer cards, so when you open up a base set pack, there's a pretty good chance that you're gonna get a rare trainer inside, which kind of sucks. And Super Potion, another uncommon trainer card. And now we're moving into the cards that everybody actually wants to see. Psychic Energy, Fire Energy, Lightning Energy, Water Energy, Fighting Energy, Double Colorless Energy, which is actually an uncommon card in the set, and Grass Energy. And maybe you're thinking it's stupid to buy up the energy cards because they're worthless, but I gotta say, having them all like this is pretty damn cool. It's pretty nostalgic. So these were only about 30 US dollars a piece to pick them up, and yeah, I'm collecting the whole base set, so these are part of the base set. And we have one more box to get through for this unboxing. Let's see what the last treasures we have are. Boy, oh boy, this sure has been a journey. Hey guys. So looking inside, you can see that we are packed right to the brim with a bunch of different packages. So this should be fun. You can see here that this package says open this. I have to assume he thought I might accidentally throw it out. Oh, it was actually a couple more vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! And these don't mean much, so I'm just gonna go quick here. So here we have Tyhone or Tyhoney, however you say it. Just another first edition PSA 8 from the Legend of Blue Eyes pack. This one is actually pretty fun, and I bought it kind of as a meme. This is Basic Insect in BCCG 10. And if you don't know what BCCG is, it's like a subsidiary of Beckett Grading that does like business to business promotion type stuff. So this would have been included in one of those stupid Yu-Gi-Oh mystery boxes where you have a chance to pull a PSA 10 Yu-Gi-Oh card. And what they actually include inside is this BCCG 10, which basically has no grading standards. Like this 10 could cross into a PSA 6. So I bought it purely to cross over to PSA at some point because I think it'll be fun. But what's kind of cool is it is actually a first edition vintage card. So it only cost me 15 US, I think. So hey, it's worth the meme. All right, back to gaming stuff. Let's see what we got. Remember guys, you always want to cut towards the body when you're opening. Safety first. Oh, it actually isn't a game. Okay, this is really cool again. This might be actually what all the last items are. So here, we have Pokemon Forever, the actual retail edition of the movie now. So I'm gonna grab the other one so you guys can see them side by side, but you can see that this includes the Suicune card in there, which is actually the last Black Star promo card. So here they are side by side now, and you can see the demo release on this side and the retail version on this side. And you can see that they are actually quite similar, but they did change the text on the box for when it reached the retail position. And on the backs they're actually very different because they're advertising to the retail crowd versus advertising to an actual business. So yeah, I do collect Pokemon VHS now in factory sealed form. They actually are pretty hard to find, so it's a lot like collecting games, really. So next up, I have to assume we have another VHS in here because I did buy a VHS bundle of Pokemon. And I am absolutely correct. We do have some more Pokemon VHS. We have Pokemon Mewtwo Returns. If you've never seen this, it is not nearly as good as Pokemon the first movie, but it does feature Mewtwo again, and it does build off that storyline. Not the most notable or high-key Pokemon movie, but it's a Pokemon movie, it's factory sealed, it has Mewtwo on the front. What more does a guy really need? And last one here, the last package of the day. If you've stuck around this long, make sure to hit the like button on the video. And in the description, we actually have a Discord now where we talk collecting and investing in video games. So if that interests you, make sure to join the Discord down below. I actually hate trying to open these things. And here we go, the final item of the day. We have Pokemon the Movie 3, Curse of the Unknown. Mystery of the Unknown? Curse of the Unknown? I don't know. It actually says down here, it's Spell of the Unknown. I was close, I was really close. Now this is the part where I go on to tell you guys this was probably my favorite movie growing up, and I don't even know the title, so just take that for what it is. It includes this little hologram token. Ooh. And it also includes this unknown Black Star promo card. So that's what always made the movies cool. I remember I wanted them when I was younger because they did include these promo cards in them, but we never got them. And you can see this one does have a pretty big rip here. It does have this big sticker on it, so I'll have to upgrade at some point, but I'm happy to just get in the first version and then we can worry about upgrading down the road. And let's just give a quick recap of all the games we got here before we end off this unboxing. Now all of these are factory sealed except for Legend of Zelda at the top. Painkiller, Skate, Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess HD, 4 different Pokemon movies, and Sonic 2 is hiding over there on the side. That is only complete in box as well. That's not factory sealed. And then in this box, we have all factory sealed. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, 999, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, 4 copies of Metal Gear Solid 2 on Xbox, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. So overall, a great haul of factory sealed games, some PSA Yu-Gi-Oh cards, PSA Pokemon cards. I'm super excited to go through all this, clean it, get it all cataloged, and get some eBay listings up. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.